Hello there, everybody. I'm Mr. GamePie, and welcome back to Let's Play Sonic Riders Part 4. Today, we're going to be taking on the Babylon story.
Hey, boss! We've got some major trouble!
Storm, at least learn to knock before entering a room.
What's this? Oh, is this?
Yeah, that's when I took over things for my father.
So is this the key to the fabled Babylon Garden?
I wonder, could it be true? Could our ancestors have left behind hidden treasures that's just waiting to be discovered? If you get your greasy little hands on this, you'll probably use it in some crazy experiment of yours.
Oh, come on, I only want to look at it.
You always say you only want this or that. Remember the teachings of our ancestors. Be careful what you ask for. Ultimately, you'll only get 3 true wishes.
Oh, be quiet! Why'd you burst in here anyway?
Well, an egghead? Egg salad? No.
Someone called Eggman wants to speak to you.
He told me that he has an interesting proposition for you.
Stop interrupting. Knock it off.
Am I interrupting anything?
So then, I heard you wanted to see me?
Are you Jet, the legendary rogue? Your reputation precedes you. I've heard so much about your infamous group.
Enough! What do you want?
Well, I heard a rumor that you have the key to Babylon Garden. Now, could this be true?
Huh? What's this key?
Really now? You don't have to be so distrusting. Were you aware of this? I imagine not yet. The key to Babylon Garden is...
You don't need to whisper. That's not necessary.
So let me get this straight. We
Especially
just need
considering
to
that
collect all
he's
these chaos emeralds,
explaining what he just whispered.
right?
Why
Sounds
did...
easy?
What?
You
What
really
was the
think
point
so,
of that?
eh?
What do you mean? Are you saying the Babylon rogues aren't capable of stealing some puny emeralds?
No, of course not. But have you seen this character before?
How could you not have?
He's
He
called
saved
Sonic,
the
and said
planet
he's the
on
fastest
multiple
creature on
occasions
Earth.
now.
I've had many dreadful encounters with this pest.
He may be the fastest creature on the ground, but in the air, with me and my extreme gear, he's just a joke.
Alright, so remember that big old cutscene at the beginning of the game, where it was nighttime, the Babylon Rogues appeared? Well, you get to play that cutscene now, as Jet. It's pretty interesting.
No way I'm gonna lose.
The major difference between the Babylon Rogues part of the storyline and the Heroes storyline is that while the Heroes really focus a lot on the actual, the Grand Prix of the game, the Rogues tend to have levels that have nothing to do with the Grand Prix at all. I mean, don't get me wrong, there are a few levels that take place during the Grand Prix, but those are rather few and far between. Oh my gosh, Storm. So no, Storm is actually my favorite of the Babylon Rogues. I generally like him. He's got sort of this whole wisdom thing going on. It's really cool. Even if he normally isn't that smart in general. I'm gonna be honest with y'all here. I think that this is probably the hardest track in the game in general. It just tends to be very annoying. Oh my gosh, look at Sonic. He's all the way up there. These cars... Okay, so in the original version of this stage, there were very few places where the cars actually appeared in. Like, where they could just run over you. But in this version of the level, it's practically the entire course. I think I did mention this before, but the Babylon Rogues basically just have enhanced versions of the stages that the heroes already went through. Okay. Going the top path is generally shorter, although going the bottom path does have boost type areas for each different character type. So, you know, you got rails for the speed character, you've got the rings for the flight character, you've got stuff to punch for the power character. Power characters in general are pretty much overpowered on this stage, just because of how much stuff there is to hit. Oh yeah, and then, you know, I hit Sonic. So, you know, that'll help a lot. There we go. And Jet outraced Sonic as per normal. But yeah, also like I mentioned last time, Babylon Rogues have to get first place in every single race. Wave schedule is another thing. Night Chase, yep. I also mentioned that each time we go through one of these tracks, we'll be unlocking a new track for the just general gameplay of the game.
Huh?
Sorry, but it's just too funny. Let's see. Huh? That gear's unusual. Customized it myself. This isn't half bad for an amateur. Still, you can never be too careful.
Yep.
Well, I never imagined anyone would enter the race with such a piece of junk.
So, I mean, before, it looked like Wave was being kind of a jerk, but maybe she was just being like a snobby jerk. Like, her expectations were ridiculously high, but here, Wave, no, she's just being a jerk. Just straight up, there's no reason. She's terrible. But we have to play as her, and we have to defeat Amy, because that's one thing, is that, you know, Amy entered the tournament, but we never actually saw her race in the hero story. But here, we see that Amy loses to Wave, like, immediately afterwards. Okay, there we go. That is what you want to do. That flight area doesn't seem to actually be the fastest way through that. If you do the right front flip, you'll actually go on a higher pathway on that jump before the flight platform, and that'll basically be the fastest way to get through that area. That said, flight characters are broken on this stage because of this part right here. You skip an entire turn. They make some off-road area so that it's kind of harder to access it than normal, but it doesn't really do that effectively. Also, Wave gets this really cool ridge to hit people over the head with. That's nice. Hopefully I'll get to show that off at some point, but I mean, I don't know. I might not. Yeah, there we go. Aw, man, that didn't hit Amy? How did that not hit Amy? That's completely ridiculous. There we go. That said, if you do miss those boost pads and don't get the rings, that can be completely devastating. There is a 100 ring box to the left over there, but we don't really need that. Oh, she actually gets dynamite for a level 3 attack. I don't think I've ever seen her use that before. I'm wondering, is that kind of a reference to being the dynamite from Sonic the Fighters? Because he was also a bird, and he did indeed use dynamite. Or, well, bombs specifically, but you know, like cartoon circular bombs. Amy, that is not appropriate. Just speeding past me during that part. Oh no, we got stuck in the turbulence. There we go. And ridiculously powerful flight shortcut. That's the thing, Amy was always at a disadvantage on this course. And there we go. No problem at all. Strength? Buddy, we're a flight character, not a power character. Yep, you're going to constantly be unlocking new missions for Waves missions and new courses throughout this entire thing.
Sorry!
What?
Boss, the red dude beat me in the race.
I can't believe this.
Man, you really are worthless.
Boss, it wasn't my fault. He must have cheated. That's it. He must have used some special type of gear.
What? Are you implying that you lost because of my gear? No one can tune a gear the way I can. Accept it, buddy. It's not the board. Your skills just suck.
What? Suck?
Yes, S-U-C-K, suck.
Wow, I really don't like Waves.
Stop it! Now, let's get down to business. I believe our colleague Eggman, he's gotta be hiding something. And you know, I don't like secrets, so I've got a job for you, Storm.
Sure.
I want you to sneak into Eggman's base and find out what he's hiding there. Make sure you look carefully.
You got it, boss.
Hey, before you go, bring something back, or don't return at all.
Yes, sir.
Ah!
And then Jet just completely freaks out of nowhere. That seems unwarranted. But anyway, so we gotta finish in first place, despite the fact that we're searching in a factory for clues.
Ready for this?
Yeah, there are times when races don't make sense to be races. Like, this is a big problem in the sequel to this game, but there are definitely some issues here too, occasionally. It's just not nearly as prevalent, because, like, in the hero story, almost every race made sense as being a race, because most of them were legitimately races. The only one that really wouldn't make sense would probably be, like, the last race of the game. But here, I mean, most of these races, it doesn't really make sense for them to be races, because you're trying to just get to one location. Unfortunately, once again, we have a level where power characters' ability to break through objects isn't exactly utilized a whole lot. Like, we got that little shortcut back there, but other than that, not a whole lot. But I really do like Storm. He's a pretty cool character. And I'd say that he definitely works as a rival for Knuckles, because, I mean, you know, he's also not particularly smart, but he also has the whole oh my gosh. That was probably a level 3 attack. I can't believe I missed that. Wow. Now here's a power area. Yep, just punch through fans. Punch all the fans. That's how you're that's how to be a YouTube Let's Player. Clearly. Okay, I missed the 100 ring box. Yeah, there's a 100 ring box in this level, pretty much in an identical position to the 100 ring box of the fire version of this level. And I'd say that I probably need it. Though that said, I don't exactly see any Egg Robos near me. Egg Robo sure did get a redesign. He is nothing like Sonic 3 and Knuckles' Egg Robo. Alright, it should be over soon. I mean, this ice level, it's not very interesting, honestly. It isn't even that much like the original. We've only got a few set pieces that stay continuous. Like, you know, we got this thing. Ah, the 100 ring box was collected. There we go. Got the max air box. Not that it matters that much. And, yeah, there we go. So, Storm escaped from the security, and everybody's happy. And with that said, I'm Mr. Game Pie, and I'll see you next time.